Jody, and I'm back to do another tutorial with you. So tonight is going to be a little bit different. I don't have much left for Bargain Bead box. I don't have much left at all, honestly, for the January Bargain Bead box. I have very little, and I'll be showing you what I have left. So what we're doing tonight, I'm calling it a Bracelet Blitz. So I have 3 different colors of wire that we're going to be using, and I have all the stuff that, well, I think I have all the stuff that I need to complete bracelets, but we're going to see how many bracelets I can get out of this. So I want to do full strand stringing the bracelets. This is what we're going to try to do. So we're going to try to see how many we can get out of what's left, and I really would like to put none of this back in my stash. So we'll see. If I have one little bead left, then that will have to go on a dangle because we're going to use it. We're going to use it all. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do a bracelet blitz, and we're going to make a bunch of cute bracelets that you can keep to yourself. You can wear them. You can wear them all on your own. You can give them away as gifts. One of the things I decided I'm going to be doing with a lot of the jewelry that I am making, especially a lot of bracelets. My daughter lives in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and she frequents a place called Karma Cat Cafe. She's actually adopted all of our cats there. She fosters through them, and she's even now working there part-time on top of her full-time job. So she's a busy little girl. She's like her mother. She wants to keep doing and constantly like making herself useful for things and fulfilling a need to do things for people or with people by doing that in the process. So they have a couple times a year, they have silent auctions. They also have a little store. So I am going to donate, I probably have 200 or more bracelets. I'm going to donate all of them to her, and I'm going to let her know, you do what you want with them. If you want them to be part of a silent auction, that's awesome. If you want to price them all $10 and sell them out of your little shop, that's wonderful too. All that money will go to the kitties, the care of them. People just drop off cats and kittens there, and they take care of all the animals. They make sure they're all vetted and everything else. So that is what I'm doing. And I will probably start sharing more about Karma Cat on my my Facebook page, because they do a lot of great things. And so if any of you are friends with me and you're interested in checking Karma Cat out, even just what they do and what kind of place they are, you know, by all means, you can check them out. I think I'll actually maybe even link their Facebook on this on my show notes. So if you guys are curious and you want to go check them out and see all the adorable kitties and see the good that these people do for these animals and all the little lives, the little furry lives they've saved. So that's what I'm going to be doing with a bunch of my jewelry. So all these bracelets I'm going to make today are going to go to that. So let's turn this around. I've already been talking for over 3 minutes, and we have work to do. So I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, this is everything I have left. I do have some stuff for my own stash, though. So I have some spacers and some bead caps for my own stash, and of course, some lobster clasps. I have pulled out, oh, you know, I didn't grab any lobster clasps for the copper. That's okay. When I have to stop for a minute and take a break, I'll grab them then. So I have big thoughts. So there's 8 here so far, and I would like to do some in like the antiqued copper as well. So let's get started. So I know blitz probably technically means fast, quick, but I mean, we're gonna do the best we can. I have not done anything silver with this yet, so we're gonna do some silver stuff because I do believe that this needs to happen as well. So let's plan on making 2 silver bracelets first. I know I definitely want this to go with the copper, the antique copper, so we're gonna put them aside. And let's just do, I'm feeling these need to go in a silver bracelet because I think that would be really, really pretty. And I did grab out some other silver spacers too if we want something fancier. And I really kind of feel like these need to be a silver bracelet as well. But along with that, we want some of these blue ones, right? We're going to use some of those blue ones in this too. So let's go ahead and put these all aside for now. I want a couple of those. Okay, so now we can put those aside. All right, so let's focus on these right now. So this is what we're going to be using. We have these, and I want to make a couple bracelets out of this. So I know I love these two together so much. They're so, so pretty. So, so pretty together. And I know I like these two together. This is such a nice, deep, dark blue in this blue goldstone. And I think it needs to be teamed up with these little blue, beautiful little blue bicones. So let's just get some of this other stuff out here too. All right, so now we have silver. So next we need our silver, satin silver bead-alon beading wire. So I'm gonna just kind of measure here, and I know that I would like it to be I think, you know, the average wrist is usually between 7 and 8. So let's go ahead and if anything, I will include, like, I will add, oh gosh, you guys, what are those called? I do this every time I start on a video, the extender chains. So let's just go ahead and cut 2 right now because we're going to want to make 2 bracelets, right? So let's do that. All right, and then we can put our string aside. Okay, then I think I covered up the stuff that I wanted. Nope, I did not. Okay, let's go ahead and just get all of our supplies right out right now. I need to fill this little puppy up again. I love this little thing. I really do. It's so nice, and you could just grab it, and I take it with me if I'm gonna go sit on the couch and do some beading while I'm on the couch. It's just perfect. It doesn't take up like any space at all. Oops. Okay, and then we need some silver bead-alon, crimp beads. I keep saying I need to order more crimp tubes, and I do so desperately because look at my silver. Oh my gosh. My number 2. I have 1s and 3s, but I don't normally use those very often. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and start this out. And we're gonna go ahead and just put our lobster clasp right on here. See if I can get this figured out here tonight. The cats must be asking for a night-night treat. It's not time for night-night treat yet. Daddy just told them. He just went and took a shower. He just got back from coaching. And they always think when someone gets out of the shower, it's time for night-night treat, because that's usually me. When I get out of the shower at night, I give them night-night treat. And night-night treat, I don't know if I told you guys or not, but have you seen those little, like, they're like a little, it's almost like a tuna packet, but it has like cat treats or cat food in it. It's like the soft food type, but it's like a broth or whatever. That is night-night treat. That got started when, after Lucy's injury, because she needed to have a lot of extra food. So that's when that got started, and it was easy for me to feed her that, and it was full of a lot of like protein and everything. So it had really everything she needed. So they kind of got spoiled from that. So we're going to start right off with this really pretty, I love these orange crackle beads. They're just so pretty. And let's get some of these over here. And we're gonna go ahead and put on a little bead cap. And let's do another orange one. The crackle beads are always hard for me to find the hole though, for some reason. It's so difficult for me to find it. And let's do another one. Oops, keep sliding it out of there. Let's do one of these flatter spacers here. And these are just unbelievably gorgeous. I love these beads. Love, love, love these beads. And I was just thinking, I saw that they had the box extras up on the sister site, but I did not go get anything yet. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I'm gonna have to go check it out. I did join my first live sale last night at Sam's Beads, and I had fun. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if any of you have done that, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. But back to the Bargain Bead box, I need to get to the sister store and get the things that I want before it's all gone. I'm usually like finger on the button, just ready for it, but I've been so crazy busy lately that I just haven't had time to really sit down and do it or to think about it, honestly. Like I just totally forgot about it. All right. So we're just making kind of a little pattern with this. I just wanted this to be it almost looks kind of 70s-ish because of the colors, like that amber and that brown. But oh, I love those colors together. They're so pretty. And I did it again, guys. I said I was going to put that on right away, but you know what? Put it on the other end. I'm just trying not to have a lot of extra space, I guess. So we'll do it that way. And here we go. Another one of those. Oh, I want to say that, first of all, thank you for playing the game that we were playing. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I know a few of you guessed that I didn't like blue cheese. Well, I want to tell you, thank you for thinking that I can still do a backflip. When I was younger, I could do cartwheels. I could do a bunch of different stuff, but I could never do a backflip. So that was my big lie. That was my big lie. I never ever could do a backflip unless it was assisted. If somebody had their arm behind me, I could do it. But I was never a gymnastics type of person. I just couldn't do it. And just so you know, I absolutely love blue cheese. Blue cheese is probably my favorite cheese. Like I could get a wedge of blue cheese. I know this might gross people out, but I could sit down and just pick away at a wedge of blue cheese and just eat it. I know not everybody's a fan. My kids are not a fan of it. They're like, no, thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to do one more of these bigger beads and the little spacer. And let's end that with one of these little bead caps because I know the little crimp bead likes to fall through there. So let me just double check and make sure I wasn't losing my mind. I think, you know what? I think I made them too short. No, I'm actually okay. I am going to put an extender chain on though. So we will do extender chains on these. And I'm going to actually grab the chain so we can do it together. And that way it's complete. And that way I don't set it aside and just never do it. And then that way this bracelet will fit anybody. I kind of feel like this isn't like a super feminine bracelet either. Like I feel like it may not be manly, but it's definitely not over the top feminine. I don't think anyway. I might be wrong. Yeah, I definitely did not leave myself a lot of room here, but that's okay. I'm just gonna run behind me real quick and we are going to grab some chain. Goodness, there we go. See, I usually cut off way more than what I need, and I think I was trying to be frugal and not cut as much off. Look where it got me, you guys. Now I'm struggling. All right. We're gonna end up using jump rings because that'll also give me a little more length. All right, and let's cut that right off. Okay, so I missed a little chunk. I want to get that. Trim that right off there. There we go. Okay, now we got it. So there's that one. I'm going to jump right behind me real quick and grab some chain. Okay, so I have some chain, and I'm going to use this curved chain that we have here. All right. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and cut a little piece of this. Probably maybe about 3 inches, and that should be good, because what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting like a little jump ring somewhere in here too, so that way it can be, you know, clasped onto it. So let's go ahead and cut off about here. Grab my wire pliers. There we go, that one flew. And then let's go ahead and cut this one in half. Okay, now don't think I'm weird, because I know not everybody does this with their extenders. And I don't do it all the time either. I just figure on this bracelet, it might be best. So let's do this. Let me make sure, let me shake that one off. There we go. I lost my little garbage. There it is. All right, and now let's grab some jump rings. We're gonna need 1, 2, we need 3, that size, and let's get a small one for the lobster clasp. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I feel like my cats are gonna want in. Put this on, hook this on, close it up so it can be hooked on there. Yep, I feel like do you hear the door? Someone's saying, let me in, Mom. All right, so I didn't need that other big one. I just needed this one here, because what we are going to do is we are going to put a little dangle on the end of this. Let me open that door so they don't drive us crazy. Come on, Lucy, come on. Okay. All right, I am back. So let's go ahead and put a little dangle on there. I'm gonna grab a silver head pin. See, I told you guys I thought I had everything, but guess what? I did not grab everything. Good thing it's all right beside me, and all I need to do is reach over and grab it. All right, so here's a silver head pin. And we're going to put one of these little orange guys on there, little amber guys with some bead caps. Because that'll be cute. All right. So, and someone also suggested to me too that they do a memory wire bracelet with their leftovers. And I'm like, that is such a good idea. So if we do have anything left after we make several bracelets, maybe we'll just do a real quick memory wire bracelet. I keep reaching for my garbage jar and it's too far away. I have an absolute disaster on my desk right now. It is so bad that I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm thinking. It's just that bad. It's really bad. I have so many things that I have lined up that I want to do with you guys and do independently on my own, that I have run out of room on my main work desk. So I am in the process of clearing off my other desk that's in here that's right next to me. So I have like an L shape, so I can have that's almost like a station, right? So I need to be able to stage things over there and then work over here, because right now I have stuff staged, plus I have new purchases that I haven't even opened and gone through yet. I just bought my first Soft Flex beading wire from the Soft Flex company, and I'm pretty excited to try to use it. So I really want to work with it and see how well it works. So you can even hang, you can even clip it right onto here. It's not going to really go anywhere. I could put another jump ring in, but here is the first one. And it looks like it's kind of long, doesn't it? How about we do this? How about we just do this? Because I'm not liking how long that is. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm thinking necklace, not bracelet, because you like to have a longer little dangle in the back for a necklace. I mean, I do anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and close this up. That's okay, because now we already have our little one cut for the next one. There, this is better. Okay, this is better. I like this. All right. Okay, there's number one bracelet, and I really like the way that turned out. I think that's really, really pretty. I like it a lot, and it's not starting out with the exact same beads on the same side, which I'm absolutely good with, because I love stuff like that where it's just a little bit different. It has a pattern, but it's different. All right, so we're gonna set that one aside and let me let her out again. You're not coming back in. You're not coming back in. I mean it, in or out, you decide. Go on. Meow, mama. All right, so we just did that one. So let's go ahead and put these off to the side. They'll probably incorporate themselves into another bracelet. But for now, we want to focus on this lovely blue that we have here. All right, so let's get all that off to the side. Let's go ahead and start this up. So are we taking bets, like how many bracelets do you think we can make? I'm thinking maybe 7. I think 7's being generous, but I think maybe 7. All right. Go ahead and get this clamped down. There we go. So let's just talk about this bargain bead box this month. I mean, I know that I am not the only one who was just floored with the amount of gemstones that we got in this box. It was just amazing. I mean, they do such a wonderful job anyway with all their stuff, and it's like, I don't know, like I wish I could see their curation process, which I'm glad we can because soon, because I think they just said that they are starting a not a Facebook page, a YouTube page, and I have not, or YouTube channel, I'm sorry. I have not even checked into it yet, and I really, really need to because I'm curious about how they go about all their stuff. So I really want to see that. It sounds like it's pretty exciting. All right, so we're gonna do 4 of these blue goldstone that literally look black unless you get them in certain light, and then you can see the blue in them. It's beautiful. And I just did a little bead cap right before them. All right, so there we go. And then let's just do another little bead cap here. And let's do, I want this to be mostly this goldstone, so let's do 4 more of that. All right, and then let's put another bead cap on here. We need this silver one. Need one of these blue ones. And a silver. Whoops. And bead cap. And then let's do 4 more of this. So I'm glad I'm finally looking into some of the things I've been wanting to use. I'm finally doing it. It takes me such a long time, you guys, to make that decision to just go for it. And usually by the time I do it, I think to myself, man, I was missing out on so much. And then I'm mad at myself because I should have did it before. So hence the soft flex, something I've been wanting for a long, long time. All right, so here's that much of our bracelet so far. And let's go ahead and put, I think I got the right amount of bead caps, but we're gonna put a bead cap on this end anyway too. It's because we like that little tiny peak of silver. All right, and then over here, we have a little bit of room left. And what I would like to do is I would like to bring in something that's gonna offset this blue. So how about that? What do you think? Or how about that? Let's see what it looks like. Let's just test it out and see what it looks like. I just want something very random on the one end. Nope, I'm not impressed with that at all. So let's scratch that. How about this beautiful carnelian? Okay, so now imagine you're gonna have just a little bit of carnelian here, and the rest is gonna be this dark blue and this blue here. So let's go ahead, let's do that. Let's just throw some of this carnelian on here because I think the orange looks really good with that blue. There, see, just like that. And then we can end it with a bead cap here and a blue bicone and call it good. See, I like that. It's not in the center, it's off to the side. So it's just a little bit different. It's kind of mini asymmetrical, right? It's artistic is what it is, right? That's what it is. It's like a Picasso. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and feed that on there. I guess if you wanted real abstract, it would have been a Salvador Dali, right? Okay, let's get that crimp bead up there. See, I am not cutting my wire that short again. This is one of those times where I'm like, oh, I should just start over and cut it right. But I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. We will make our mistakes and we will work with our mistakes and we will make our mistakes into perfect pieces. That's what we do. All right, so there is that part of our bracelet. So here's our little guy right here. I want that. And then we do need another, oh, no, I was using this size. And then we need, no, I wasn't, I was using this size. We need a smaller one for our lobster clasp. There we go. And let's put the lobster clasp on this side. I have too many tools out. Too many tools, not enough space. All right. And this gives us another opportunity to hang another dangle at the end of our little extender chain. So this is going to end up being a little bit longer of a video, but I think that you guys will enjoy it. If it gets to be too long, I will do the showcase separately. And but I think I'd run a show, like once we complete this, like the cherry on top is that showcase, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see everything at one time that we made. All right, so I need another head pin. And we are going to do one of these little bicones. Use a little mini bead cap, our carnelian, and a bead cap on top of it. And let's go ahead and just wrap this right up and we can put it right on our jump ring. There we go. Okay, there is our number 2 bracelet that we made. It's really cute. Let me pick up all these little silver pieces here because I think we're gonna go into doing gold next. Let me just clear the space. All right, actually, let me go ahead and pause this. I'll clean up and I'll be right back and we'll do some. Okay, everyone, I'm back and I'm just getting some stuff ready. We're gonna do the antique copper now. And I'm just getting out some beads that I'm gonna wanna use. All right, so these are the colors I think that look great with this. I mean, I think all colors look great with it, but these are my favorites so far that look, I think they look amazing with it. So don't mind me as I'm clanking around over here. And we do have a couple of these like really super unique. Look at these swirls on some of these. We're gonna toss those in too because I think they'll go good with either one. All right, so now we have this and we have learned our lesson about how we, how short we make our wire. So let's go ahead and get the copper one out now, the antique bronze or our antique copper. And we're going to measure a lot bigger. So we're gonna go probably about 11 inches, okay? Just to give us plenty of space. And we're going to make two. This one is getting close to being empty, so it's unraveling pretty easily. So let's go ahead and cut our wire right now for both. All right, goodness, it's getting all. It's getting crazy over here, you guys, it's getting crazy. All right, so let's make two more. And I have my, we're gonna use the, I don't have antique bronze or antique copper. I either have bright copper or I have this like black gunmetal, which we're gonna use gunmetal because it is actually, it blends in, it looks nice. All right, so here we go. And we have our spacers here and we are ready to rock and roll, except for one more thing. We need a couple of these guys. All right, that one's a little funky. That one's no good. Let's grab one more. Every once in a while you'll get a bad one in here, but it's not very often. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do is I want to do all of these reds together, okay? But I also want to throw in some of these blues. So we're gonna just borrow from that little pile there, some of these blues. So that's gonna be, this is gonna be our next one. And it's gonna have some of these spacers in it. My little wavy chip spacers. I used to get them from Wendy when she had her store, but now I get them, Fire Mountain Gems has them. I'm not sure who else has them. I think I've seen them on the sister store on Beadbox Bargains sister store, but I'm not sure where else you can get the ones that are exactly like that. All right, so for this one, we are going to use our little heart and arrow. I'm just gonna throw a little Valentine in there just because. I mean, who doesn't love hearts, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and, I think I'm gonna stick that right on here right now while I'm thinking about it. Because I did cut this longer, so we won't need to worry about a jump ring right there. My husband just said, animals, please. He's on his laptop. He's trying to finish. He's got stuff to finish for wrestling, and he's trying to finish it. And I guess they're like just climbing all over him because I locked him out. Oh my goodness. They love their daddy. They definitely love their daddy. They love Daddy Shane. All right, so let's throw one of these little copper spacers on. And this one is going to be very black-ish. So we're going to start with, let's start with the carnelian. And I want to string on probably 3. Let's throw on one of these little beads here. Let me think. Maybe I want to do 3 more. Just have them kind of spaced out by that one little spacer there. All right, so there's that. And then let's grab another little spacer. Those two are stuck together, that happens. Perfect. And then let's do the blue. And we're gonna do 4, all 4 of them. Okay. I keep grabbing the ones that are stuck together. Why? Why am I like attracted to those? All right, so there we go. So that's what we have so far. And then next I want to go ahead and start with one of these guys. So string that on. Let's do some of these little wavy spacers. We're gonna do them opposite of each other, just like Wendy taught us. And then again. These are by far some of the coolest looking beads I've ever seen. All right, so after this one, let's go ahead and put it on our wrist and see where we're at. This one kind of looks masculine too. All right, so we still have some room. We can add this other bead on. Let me push my sleeve up. It's hard to. Let's go ahead and add this bead on. And let's do a spacer. And now let's see where we are again. All right, so we have a little bit more room. I think we could probably end it. You know, maybe if we just did one more of those. Let's do this one. And then put a little spacer on the end and called it good. I do have a lot of extra string here, but that's okay. I'll save it for a tassel. All right. Okay, yes, so this is going to be perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so here we go. And then let's go ahead and get our little crimp tube. And our little wire guardian. Let's just bead it through that. The thing I like about having a lot of this extra though is I really do like to string it through a couple beads. I'm so sorry, guys. Yep, that's what I do. I get on here and I sneeze. That's what I do. All right. So I'm going to just string it through a few beads here and just pull it down. All right. Am I drifting off the camera? I hope not. I've been trying so hard to stay on the screen here. I've caught myself a few times when I was working on something and pulling it into my body, and I'm like, Jody, stop that. You don't, if you pull it into your body, it doesn't make it any easier. Just, so, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and cut this off here. I'm ordering a new pair of cutters tonight, you guys. I'm over it. All right. I'm over trying to keep struggling with it. It just doesn't work out for me. All right, let me grab a little jump ring here. There we go. Oh, no, not that one. I don't like that. That one's a very thin one. I don't like those. There we go. I didn't even know where those little thin ones came from. I think I may have ordered them somewhere, and I thought they were, like, before I knew how to understand the gauges and stuff. And I'm stuck with them now, and I don't really use them very much because they're not great. All right, so we got that put on there. All right, let's take a peek at it. Oh, it's a cute bracelet. Do I still have too big of a jump ring? Oh, okay. No, I just didn't have it at the right angle to go through the heart. Okay, so there is our next bracelet. That turned out really adorable. I like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty. All right, so now we have these lovelies here. These are really, really, really pretty too. So, and we are going to have a good time with those, but we need some more little wavy spacers here. And this one we're gonna start from the center. So we're going to start with the blue. And we have, this one is like actually kind of it seems a little bit bigger. So let's start with the blue. Let's put on a wavy spacer. And the blue again, wavy spacer on the other side. Shove that off to the side there so you guys can see. There we go. And then let's do the wavy spacer. Whoops. The blue one. And the wavy spacer. And then let's do, oops, I've got the wavy spacer. Let's do one of these little brown ones. Let's do two of them. And then let's follow that by just one of these little spacers here. And then let's do a couple green ones. Or let's do one green one. And let's go back into the brown again. Let's do two more brown. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side, okay? Let's do two brown. A little dot. That's what they remind me of, little dots. And then a green. And then a dot. And then, oops, did I not have enough browns? All right, so let's take this one brown one off here. That's fair. Yeah, just in case I don't have any more sitting there. All right, so that's fine. And then let's go ahead and do a couple more spacers. One on each side. Let's measure to see where we're at. Oh yeah, plenty of room yet. So let's do a couple green on the side. And a couple green on the other side. All right, and now let's see where we're at. Okay, yeah, because now when we add on, we're gonna add on a couple little spacers here. I think we might use that guy for like a little dangle on this one. Let's just do 2 little spacers here. And let's go ahead and put our crimp tube on, our wire guardian. There we go. Let's put our little toggle on. Our square toggle. Actually, I'm going to want to use a jump ring because it's going to sit weird otherwise. All right, so let's just go ahead and slide that up there. Let's crimp that down. There we go. And that way, if I use a jump ring, I can also hang my little dangle from the jump ring too. All right, so now let's slide all these down this way. Feed them right through that little wire tail. It's a little bit more, and that's it. Okay, so now we want to do this side, and we want to add on our little spacers. 1 and 2. Okay. And this one though, we're going to put right on our bar. This one we want to put on a jump ring. All right, so let's pull that down to here. Stick that wire through our other side. Let's grab our little toggle bar. I want to tell you guys, I'm so happy that you're so accepting of all my errors and accepting of my my conversations I have with you. I really do kind of treat you guys like my personal journal, you know, like I can tell you things and it feels nice because I feel like I'm, you know, if anyone's experiencing the same thing I'm going through or went through, maybe I can help, you know, from a distance. There's nothing worse than like feeling like you can't help somebody when they're going through something terrible. It makes it really difficult to, you know, it's hard. I'm going to trim some of that off there because it's being obnoxious and it wants to come out of that bead. All right, there we go. Now it's gone. All right, so let's grab our little jump ring. Want a nice little thick one there. There we go. Keep hitting everything with my tools. I'm telling you, I'm not giving myself enough space here. Oops. Make sure it's going the right way here. I just heard Marmalade yelling. He's yelling at Shane. Probably, give me more food. Give me treats. He's an old cat and he expects everything. He's like, you know what? Look, if I live to be this old, I deserve to get everything that I want. And you know what? He does. He does deserve it. He's a good kitty. He's been a good kitty for many, many years. All right, so I am going to go ahead and hang a little dangle off there. So let me grab my head pins for that. And I grabbed the eye pins, but I think, oh, I know I have them right here somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Aha. All right, know. They were right in front of my face the whole time. Anyway, oh my goodness, you guys, I'm losing it. All right, so this one is just gonna get hung on it with nothing else on it but just this, because it's such a pretty bead, it needs nothing. All right. And let's go ahead and just put it right on the jump ring and wrap it right on there. Well, we're getting quite a few bracelets out of this. I think we're gonna get more bracelets than what I expected. Oh, I just heard Cheeto. He's at the door. It kind of sounds like he says, Mom, I hear you, Cheeto. Do you want me to let you in? All right, so there's our other antique copper one. So now we have two antique copper, and I think they look stunning. All right, I'm gonna clean this one up and I'll be right back and we'll do some. Okay, we're back. So we're gonna do some stuff that's gonna be a little bit different here. I have some blues that I want to use. Also want to throw one of these in there, just one. I am going to get out some other spacers, some little swirly spacers, because I want to use those. Maybe even for these too, we'll do a few. Okay, so this one's going to be strung, which we're going to do last, okay? This one is not going to be strung. This one is going to be on our eye pins, and we're going to use these little guys and some of our connectors as well. Maybe just a couple of them. We probably won't need very many. We might even use them for the clasp for both bracelets. All right, so I want to see how I want this to work. So if we do the little baby ones in between, like so, maybe a couple of the links. I have some more of these gold things too, if we need them. All right, so let's start here. Let's go ahead and let's build our little thing that we have going on. All right, so let's start with these, and let's just start making our simple loops. We're not doing any wire wrap loops, we're doing simple loops today. Get rid of some of my tools for right now. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Okay. Some of these got all crazy bent. All right. Mr. Cheeto, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing, Mr. Cheeto? Huh? I have like a little built-in in here in this bedroom that I took over, and he wants to get in the drawer really bad. That's where I keep extra like blankets and stuff. So he wants to get in there and snuggle up with them and go to sleep. But I have him closed right now, so he cannot do that. All right. So this one isn't going to have a ton of beads on it, but it's going to be using our little sun connectors, and I think it's going to be pretty. And I like how we're kind of staying with the minimalist theme in a sense. All right, so now for these we want to use our bead caps. And I hear Lucy coming at the door now too, because she knows her big brother is in here and she wants to come in and play with him. I hear you, Lucy. I hear you too, Cheeto. They're talking to each other through the door. All right, let me let her in. See if that'll appease her. You coming in, Lucy? Or not? Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Sometimes those cats, they are crazy. All right. So I keep thinking today's only Tuesday, but it is Wednesday, and that makes me super happy. I am really looking forward to the weekend. I'm finally going to get a chance to go meet up with Dana, my best friend, up in Grand Rapids, and we get to spend some time together. We always do a little shopping together, and we eat lunch at On the Border, and it's so good. So good. So I already know that I'm probably going to get fajitas, because I love fajitas. And I'll probably get like the shrimp ones, because those are my favorite. I could eat a pile of shrimp, you guys. I love shrimp, and I love scallops, and I love fish, and I love crab, and I love lobster. I love all the little sea creatures. They taste amazing. I wish I could talk her into doing sushi. She won't do it though. She's not that adventurous. She's like, nah, that's all right. There's some really good sushi restaurants up there. But that's okay. I don't need to eat all that rice anyway. All right, so now we have all of those made. Let's go ahead and start connecting them. So let's start with the center. So we have the sunshine that's in the center, and we are going to just connect right on. We're not going to use any jump rings in between, because we really don't want it to be, we don't need it to be any longer than what it's going to be. So we're just going to attach them right on. Like so. I'm wondering if you guys could do me a favor on this video. If you could comment with how long have you been making jewelry? How many years? How many months? How many days? I want to know where everybody's at. Like I'm pretty sure we're all the way across the board that some people have been doing it their entire life. Some people just started yesterday, and I want to know. I want to see who out there has been doing this forever and who just started. So if you end up making a comment, please include that, because I really want to know, and we can chit chat about it. Or if you're not planning on making a comment, just maybe throw a comment out there anyway, just with how many years. And I would like to know. All right. Okay, so this is going to be Darling. Going to be nice and petite. Okay, and then let's put on one of these links. So these links that I have came from Karen's Bead Supply on Facebook, the one I always link to in like every video. So you can actually jump on there. You do have to request to be a member. It's a private group. So, you know, you have to read the rules, get accepted, all that stuff. But the group is a real great group. And she really has some really cool different products. And I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw a link on here. I got some of these in gold and I got some of these in silver. And I like the way they work. These are the first time I bought them. This is the first time I bought them from her. So I think I might have to order more. All right, so let's see where we're at. So we have still a lot of room, a lot of space to go, so that's good. These little teeny tiny beads don't take up much space. All right. The only problem with not using jump rings is it does get kind of kinked up and tangled sometimes. You just got to kind of play with it and lay it out straight. Okay, so let's get one of these links back on here. There we go. And this guy. And then a link. And this guy. I just noticed I didn't put bead caps on all of my stuff. That's hilarious. All right, well, let's do one without a bead cap here, just so it stays uniform. I didn't even notice. I'm just going crazy over here, just putting them on and having a good old time. You guys are probably saying, wait, aren't you putting bead caps on? I know, don't you wish you could scream through the screen at me? You're forgetting something, Jody. Where's your bead caps? That's okay, there's a lot of metal on this one. It's not gonna really need them anyway. Okay. Pop that on there. Oh my goodness. There you go, Jody. Now you got it. All right, now let's see where we're at now. Oh, this is right about perfect, you guys. So we can just throw that off to the side. And what I might do is I might just use this as a dangle so I can cut this off and we'll use a head pin instead. All right. Okay, so now on this side, let's go ahead and put our link that we're going to use as part of our clasp. And then on this side, let's grab a tiny jump ring. I actually grab 2 small jump rings. There we go. And let's put our lobster clasp on that side. All right, and then let's go ahead and get a head pin. There we go. And we'll throw a little dangle on this guy. Use that. You know what, we only have one of these left. Why don't we use it? That way it doesn't have to go into my bead soup. All right, so now we have our little dangle. Okay, we've been at this for some time now, and we are getting close to the end here, I think. So we've made 6 so far. I think we could make another 4, honestly. It's kind of unreal. Wait until you see all the stuff that we end up, like when I do the showcase. We have so many things that we've made with this box. I'm wearing one of them too. I'm wearing the necklace right now. One of the necklaces. Got a lot of compliments on it today too. Got a lot of people like this necklace. And let's just go ahead and hang them right here. There we go. All right, and then let's go ahead and clasp this together. Very dainty little bracelet. Very cute. I like that. It turned out great. All right, so the next one, we're gonna be using those. So let me just get rid of these gray ones for now. And I will also put away my eye pins. We don't need those. All right, okay. So now let's get out some string. And again, probably about 11 inches. Oh yeah, that's it guys. I'm getting online and I'm ordering my pliers tonight. I need new pliers like right now. I'm gonna get them from Amazon, so I'll have them probably either tomorrow or Friday because I just can't even take it. Okay, so this is what we have. All right, so I would like the middle bead. What do I have here for spacers? Got some different ones. That one's very different, so we're gonna move that one over there for now. All right, I want my middle bead to be this one because it's really, 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 really pretty. And we're just gonna throw a couple of these little daisy spacers right on. And then I want one side to be the light blue and one side to be the dark blue. I don't know, is that gonna work? Because, let me see, I have 5. I'm guessing if we use some spacers in between, it should be fine. So let me just grab all those. And we're gonna need some of the these little guys too. All right, so let's do this blue one. And then let's do a spacer. Blue one. And one of these spacers. Okay. So I almost use up all of our blue. Except for the little bicones, of course. Got a ton of those. Whoops. I don't do this very often. I usually don't put a spacer in between each bead, but because I'm using a different spacer between each one, I feel like I'm doing something really different. All right. Did I do that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Then how come it didn't seem like it's right? Hold on. So that. Oh, because this is 5. All right, I'm okay. I'm okay, guys. All right, so let's see where we're at, because we might just need to do maybe some blue bicones on the end. Okay, so yeah, let's do some of those blue bicones. Like I was just saying, we have a ton of them, so let's use some. Okay. We do have that blue goldstone yet too, but I think I want to do that one with the carnelian. So let's go with 3 of these. And then 3 on the other side. All right. We may have to do this in 2 parts, you guys, because this is my 6th bracelet, and I'm sure I could probably get another 4 or 5 bracelets out of this. So this is probably going to be a 2-parter. I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to leave you in suspense, but we are coming up on, I think we've been doing this for an hour and a half, I think. So we will break this into 2 parts, and we will do part 2 of Bracelet Blitz. A little bit more, maybe a couple more gold spacers, and then we'll call it good. One, whoops, and 1. Let's see where we're at. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. All right, so now we're gonna have our clasp and everything, so now we're good. All right, I'm gonna grab one of these little twisted links, because we're gonna use it for the end of our little thing here. Need a couple of these gold crimp tubes. There we go. So getting online tonight, ordering some more crimp tubes, ordering some new cutters. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so let's get this side done here. Okay, let's feed that in there. It sits better in some of these smaller beads for some reason. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, and now let's do this side. Again, got it way too long, but like I said, I save all my little scraps and I end up using them to make tassels, or I can even use them to make my earrings. Make really great like beaded hoop earrings. Oops, I just made that one curly, so it's probably not going to be great. It'd be a good beaded tassel, like if I put like heavier beads on it. it'll be fine, but can't do anything that's small and light. All right. Okay. Okay, and now let's just grab a couple teeny tiny jump rings. Just teeny tiny ones. We don't need anything big. There we go. Ooh, that one's really tiny. There we go. I can't even see that one. All right. This is a really pretty bracelet. I like this one a lot. Okay, there it is. It turned out really cute. All right, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to put together like the little thing with all of our little bracelets on it so we can look at the 6 that we made. And then I will be back tomorrow to finish part 2. Sounds good? All right, guys. I'll see you in a few. All right, guys, I'm going to pull one out at a time, and I'm going to be using my camera in my hands. So sorry about that. All right, so there's the one that we made. There's one. There's another. Pretty. Oh, let go. Here's the one with the little links. It's getting all crazy. Hold on. One moment. Sorry, making you seasick. Okay, there's one with all the little links. That looked really cute. And then here's one of these. There's that one. Not sure how my lighting is, like it's hard to tell. Here's this one. I really like the way this one turned out. I love that look. It's really cool. And then here's this one. We made 6 so far, and we have a ton more beads to go. Actually, we have, like, I really think part 2 is going to be probably another 6 bracelets. So stay tuned and come back for part 2, and I'll see you soon. Bye.